direction, making concession after concession. Every time the village has taken a step forward, they've taken a step back. Now, recently, we've given a proposal to the town that met every one of the things they asked for. And I'll go over that in a moment, but our most recent proposal has been rejected. With this rejection, it's made it clear to me that consensus is impossible and the town board isn't looking to find one. So just some brief history. First, the town board said that they were overbilled, and they claimed the village had billed them too much with unrelated items. They hired an auditor, they hired an engineer. All these individuals need to be paid with taxpayer money, taxpayer funded. And a year and a half later, there's still absolutely no report from the auditor. Just want to reflect on that for a moment. After almost a year and a half, there's still nothing in writing from Stephen Brown saying the village is overbilled. Now, you can interpret that any way you want, but I would think that if the town board found something that they were overbilled for, they found a smoking gun, they'd be waving it for everyone to see. But that hasn't been the case. There's nothing there. And anytime they give a reason why they withheld funds, they don't give any concrete facts. They just talk about things like transmission lines, capacity, things that are irrelevant because we have a quantifiable formula that's been in place for 30 to 40 years. All the reasons that they say they were overbilled, they're part of the formula. And when they say, well, you don't want to pay for this, the follow-up question is always, well, isn't that part of the total cost of the plant? And there's no response, because anything they're questioning has been part of the total cost of running the plant that is in the contract. So that being said, the village is still owed that roughly $1,000. They haven't mentioned of paying it anytime soon, and our sewer department and our village is in bad need of those funds. So it started with them saying that we overbilled them. They didn't back it up with the evidence. But we started meetings because this village board wanted to move things forward, find an agreement, recover the funds, and move forward by getting new users moving in the right direction. So we met, and then since they couldn't find a smoking gun in overbilling, they created one. They said, I&I, infiltration and flow. It's not fair. The village residents are billed on water, town residents are billed based on sewer. What they haven't said when they mention I&I is that in the 40-year-old contract, it specifies that the town understands they have infiltration and flow, and they will fix this. It's in the contract, the legal document that governs our IMA. However, they haven't fixed their I&I. So if they had fixed it, we wouldn't be at this point. So the village is very skeptical about billing them based on water, because if we bill based on water, there's no incentive for the town to fix their I&I. The I&I, of course, can lead to things like inflows, and it limits our plant's capacity. It costs money to treat, it costs electricity, it costs chemicals. So the I&I they're putting in our system, there's a cost associated with that. So when they said bill us based on water, the village was very concerned. That being said, in order to move things forward and to make progress in these negotiations, the village was willing to look in that direction and to try to see it from the town's point of view and set this concern aside for the point of progress. So we put together a proposal, we sent it over to them, because we believe that our proposal had everything the town was asking for. They said from the beginning they want to be on equal footing to us. They want to be billed the same way, based on water. So this village board said, okay, let's give them that. And before I go through the potential agreement, what I'm about to read is from the minutes of a town board meeting, where Mrs. Luke Capella was on their negotiating team. And just briefly, Luke Capella and Ken Newbold acted, they were complete gentlemen the entire time during the process. I commend them for their role in this, being participants. But that being said, we are where we are. So Councilman Capella clarified that through all of the negotiations, he asked for a level playing field, no more, no less. He noted that infiltration was the killer. That is the sole reason. Both the village and the town have infiltration. The difference is that when we measure Arcadia and Hamiltonian Park through the meter at the sewer plant, all the I&I are billed as sewer. This doesn't happen with the village. Both the town and village participate in the portion of the maintenance operation bill. However, when it comes to the town, we are measured as pure sewer. Again, and this is Councilman Capella, it's all we ever ask for is a level playing field to be measured the same way as the village. So it's pretty clear they want to be treated the same way, same formula. So the village said, okay, let's talk. We don't really feel comfortable with that, but to move things forward, we should have passed out. This is the proposal we sent to the town. Anyone in the audience wants to look at that, that's for public view. And I'm going to just give a brief synopsis of the proposal. So we said, okay, we'll do the following. The village will bill the town residents based on water consumption, like they have been asking for. The town residents will pay an identical $70 assessment that the village residents pay. So based on water, like village residents, $70 assessment, like village residents pay. And just for clarification, this $70 assessment goes to pay off the debt service that all plant users are responsible for. Town residents' billing will be based on slightly higher out-of-district rates. Now currently, the village has out-of-district rates, and when you do the math, they're roughly 17% and 20% higher than in-district rates, respectively. So 17% higher, 20% higher. This board, for purposes of moving this forward, building consensus with the town, said, you know what, in order to get agreement, we are willing to reduce our out-of-district rates so they're only 10% higher. So the village would decrease the out-of-district rates to be 10% higher than in-district rates. And on this handout, I have a breakdown. And just to be clear, there's a reason for that 10%. It's not just, just because. But there's certain costs associated with running the sewage treatment plant that come out of the general fund, not the sewer fund. And the general fund is only paid for by village taxes, which out-of-district users don't pay for. So to make up that money, there's a 10%. And lastly, part of this agreement, with regards to the arrears, the town will pay the full amount that's owed, except the village would eliminate all late charges. In the contract, it says there's a 10% late charge. The village would eliminate that, and the village would eliminate any potential interest that would be charged for this time. So meaning if we had had that money in our bank account a year and a half ago, it would have accumulated interest. The village wouldn't look to even charge the town for that interest. Additionally, the village would allow the town up to 2 years to pay back the amount owed, meaning what they could do is enact a quarterly assessment on their users so that for 8 quarters, everyone would pay a little bit. At the end of 2 years, over time, the amount would all be paid. So this proposal, it took a lot of hard work from this board, from our attorney and our engineer. We felt good about it. We put this forward, thinking that this would be the end-all, be-all, we'd be able to work something out. Unfortunately, we were mistaken. The response that I received from the town board was that they would not agree to this offer unless the village took over a large portion of their infrastructure. Meaning, and specifically they mentioned taking over their pump stations and all the lines that extend between the pump stations and the village. After speaking to our engineer, I learned, and without engineering background, I had to find out the great costs that can be associated with these things. A pump station alone can cost up to $500,000. That's $500,000. Even if the pump station's in great condition, things happen, as we all know. Things break down, lightning strikes, a million things could happen. But these aren't even in good condition. From my understanding, both these pump stations are dilapidated, constantly breaking down and need repairs. So what this would amount would be this infrastructure that's currently maintained by the town would be for the village to maintain. So if something breaks, a pump station goes down, that cost isn't being taken by the town residents of that community, but the entire village would have to pay to fix something.